Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing a beer from Georgia, and this is called Terrapin Depth Perception. Don't see it much around here, actually. I don't see many Terrapin beers around here anymore.
No.
This is Imperial IPA, and it says, I wrote some notes down for it. It says, it came out last year in 2022. We're in 2023 recording this. They used 2-row barley malt, caramel malt, Crystal 45 malt, and malted wheat. So with so many IPAs now, they're adding wheat, especially the strong ones. CTZ, Chinook, and Crystal are the hops, and then they dry hop it with CTZ, Centennial, and Simcoe dry hops. Gets a 87 on Beer Advocate, 92 on Rate Beer. My score made it go up on Rate Beer, and because I did a solo review, and a 75 on Untapped, which is high for Untapped. Okay.
So why do you think they're having they're adding
Wheat. I was wondering about that when I was doing the solo.
to so many beers, particularly when most folks are becoming gluten sensitive, and they don't really know unless they really study this stuff if they're sensitive to this or not.
That is a great question, and I don't know.
Come on. You jipping me again. Oh, why did you do that? I just told you about the wheat.
Well, I don't think there's any sediment anyway, but we can switch glasses. I didn't sip out of them.
Let's do that. Yeah, you can have that one with the wheat.
Clean glasses. Okay. Now I don't know why they added soften the mouthfeel or something. There it is, orange. Orange like that wall.
I think so. I mean, I know that's why they do this. Cheers. I know that's why they do that to some of the imperial stouts. So I add oatmeal flake to it to kind of soften it up. Yeah, I didn't do that. Whatever it is you're wiping off.
It's like a fingerprint, handprint.
All right. So the appearance is that classic IPA look, where it's kind of a dark amber to almost like an orange color. The head's dissipated in mine. It's almost gone in yours. Smell is fruity. Mango-y, kind of strawberry a little bit.
Little boozy.
A slightness of butterscotch.
Yes, smells almost more like an American strong ale than a IPA, but I guess it's an imperial.
It does. It smells like a classic IPA West Coast style, where it's fruity. There's not a whole lot. I'm not getting pine, what's you get in that West Coast style. So this is a clean. I guess you could say it's more like a strong ale. So cheers.
Cheers.
You get that bitter note, or you getting that from the hops.
75.
75 IBUs. Yeah. So is this an imperial? Is this a double? Is this a triple? Where does this land on the titles of strong IPAs?
It says Imperial IPA and it's at 9.1. So I guess
it'd be equivalent to a triple or a double.
Yeah.
I
don't think everybody agrees on what those definitions are.
I think at a 9.1, this would be like a higher end double.
High side double.
Yeah, because what would you say that one that Stone puts out? The double they put out. What is that, like an 8?
Ruination?
Yeah.
I think it's around 9 also.
Yeah. So this is running around a double. I think Imperials and triples are supposed to be like over 10.
I guess at 9 you could start calling it Imperial. Oh, it's really bitter.
Yeah.
Woo! If you don't like bitter beers, folks, I would not recommend messing around with this one.
This is hoppy. The bitterness is coming straight from the hops. This is a well put together double, I'd say.
Pretty heavy body.
It is heavy body.
Like maybe it's high medium, but it's pretty heavy. It's pretty sugary. It's pretty hoppy, so it's full of sugar, or nearly full, like say 4 out of 5.
I'm not getting that high.
4 out of 5 sugar.
I'm getting about 3. Because I mean, I taste the sweetness, but
Yeah, that's pretty
it's
sweet.
also marrying pretty well with the bitterness. I'm not getting pith, so that's a positive in my
Hey.
book.
That's for sure. Mostly dry finish. I don't know, it seems pretty sweet to me, but it's definitely 4 out of 5 bitterness.
Yeah, the bitterness is up there.
It's a full bore product. I mean, I would never want to drink more than one of these in a day.
No, I'm glad we're splitting it. Man, it's big. It's big. It's delicious. It's like one of those. It's definitely a throwback style, considering where some of these IPAs are evolving.
Yeah.
One might say.
We had
Into.
an evolved one last week.
Oh yeah.
Devolved.
Yeah, we had one that we were just a little taken back by why it even.
Yeah, and I haven't.
Why it even had the label IPA on it.
I haven't been motivated to drink any of the last 4 bottles either. Now this is going to be 1.5 of these for me today because I did the solo earlier.
And the same one.
Yeah, and I was sipping on it slow. I was like, ooh.
Did you drink the whole thing?
Well, yeah, I'm not
You're
waiting.
pretty much done for the day then. Big beers like this.
Yeah, I guess not exactly right, but yeah. How do you score this?
This is gonna get a favorable score. First off, it's the style I like. Secondly, it's clear. I can see through it. Thirdly, it's low pith. I didn't really get in off it. I like what the wheat did as far as like kind of like taking the edge off the high hopness in it. So it's really good. I'm gonna give it a 96.
96.
Yep.
Well, when I did my solo, I was at 93. But a lot of these, they'll grow. Like their score will get higher. So I'm going to go with 95 now. Yeah. 9.5.
Succumb to peer pressure. I like that.
It's not peer pressure. It's just the fact that it's it's not. It's the fact that it's a lot of these beers. Every time you drink it, it gets better. Now some they get worse over time.
Right.
But this one is one of those. I think that it just gets better.
I agree. This one's real good.
But I am concerned about the Terrapin beers suddenly disappearing off the shelves around here. And I mean, it happened like we had that Moohoo white chocolate. We had the Matherns had the Terrapin Hopsecutioner all the time. Not Matherns, Walmart all the time. They had Variety Pack all the time. I'll go in there one day, it's gone. They must have just.
Yeah, I think the only place you can really get Terrapin is the big box Total Wine.
It's like.
But even there, it's scaled down.
Yeah, I think the company didn't. They
Well, they sold out.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm not for sure whether a lot of times these big companies or these companies with power will come in and they'll say, oh, okay, well, we'll go ahead and buy you, but in the meantime, we're going to offer advice. We're going to make you more efficient. We're gonna give you some money to go in a certain way, and you'll still have control. But in the meantime, they may be signing something and not knowing what they're signing. And in the meantime, they're running the business into the ground.
And whether that's happening, I really don't know.
I don't know.
I just find it strange with distribution.
I read today online that spirits in general have now pushed above beer consumption. Like people in general are drinking more spirits than they are beer.
Yeah, spirits is the hot thing right now. Vodka and bourbon especially. They're like,
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Thank you, AB InBev, for making sure that statistic happened.
AB InBev?
InBev. Yes, sir.
Well, it had nothing to do with that really because it had been trending this way for years. Over the last 5 or 6 years, spirits have been gaining.
So you don't think the latest controversy has pushed it?
Well, it probably did help push it, but it was like what I'm saying, it's trending that way already. Beer had been on a relative decline for years, and spirits have been growing, and wine has just been kind of stagnating. So, I mean, spirits, you get a big old jug bottle, and it will last months and doesn't go flat. So, and then it's so versatile, you can make your own cocktails and
You
everything.
don't have
So,
to drink as much of it.
right, so there's a lot of ups and downs with spirits, good and
Right.
bad. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Laissez les bon temps relais, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Athens, Georgia, and tour the Terrapin Brewery.
This was the most excellent beer. I would highly recommend it.
And you think people should do what?
Drink better beer.